I understand that the relationship between a man and a barber is one of the most important relationships a man could ever build in his life. But sometimes the relationship gets abusive. Sometimes your barber thinks you need him more than he needs you, and you need to set him straight. Aren't you tired of walking in your barber shop? Your barber's busy talking about he got you next. Somebody walked in, they taking your spot in front of you. Now you sitting there waiting. Now he's cutting your hair and he's just taking forever. He on the phone. And then now you mad, so you trying to show him up. The next time you walk in the shop, you looking around, you trying to find another barber to go to show him you mean business, but it ain't nobody but that one barber in the shop that nobody goes to, and he just doing the absolute most, trying to impress you, doing all these tricks, but at the end of the day, you know he only trying to do one thing. He's waiting for you to put your hand on that armrest so he can rub his dick on your hand. You know what's going on with these barbershops, people. What's up, guys? Me, Evan, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to cut your own hair. Before we even do anything, I want to let you guys know right now that I am not a professional, so you can take my advice with a grain of salt. If you don't like it, I'm not a professional, my nigga. Like, hey, I don't know what to tell you. And I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of tips and information of what you can do to help you out when you're cutting your own hair. Granted, the first time's not going to be perfect, so I can't guarantee that you're going to get this done perfect on your first try. So if you're going to do this and you're not confident in your abilities, once you get all the tools and things necessary, try to do this during a week where you don't have to make that many public appearances. You ain't got that many family events, so nobody roasting you for your hairline. I'm going to show you guys how to cut your own hair with little tips and information and tools that you can use that'll help you get that perfect lineup and that perfect haircut that'll make you look like you just came fresh out the barbershop. So, if you guys are interested in seeing that, don't fast forward the video, like the video. Before you try to fast forward and get to the part where I'm doing this shit, just like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications so you're always updated when I upload videos, because I got a lot of stuff on backstock that I gotta upload, so click the notification bell. I keep all my stuff that I cut my hair in my wall bag. I believe I got this when I bought one of the wall clippers. I don't use wall clippers anymore. I bought a little bit more expensive clippers. But when I bought my wall clippers, it came with a bag, a nice little travel bag, and that's where I keep all my little hair accessories. So you can look it up online. You can get you one of those. It'll keep your stuff nice and, you know, clean. And that way you can always maintenance all your barber shop materials, be your own personal barber. The first thing that I have to use is, you're gonna need a pair of regular clippers. What I use is the Combest Master Clippers. Hopefully the light's not reflected too much off of it. I have one when I bought my wall stuff. I have a face trimmer, my wall face trimmer that I use. And one of the most important things you're going to need to make sure you get that crisp, super crispy lineup, edge up, you're going to need a T-outliner blade. And the one I use is an Combest T-outliner blade, but I kind of, as you guys can see, I cut off the top because I personally cut it off because I read that it keeps it, the blade part, from getting too hot. So when your blade is hot and you're cutting on your head, it's hot, it's so hard, it's hard to hold it. You're burning your hand, you're burning your hairline, you're just a mess. You don't want that, so you gotta use a T-outliner blade. Now, I know what you're wondering. How are you gonna line yourself up? If you're doing like this, how are you seeing where you're going? You need some type of mirror. What type of tools are you using? I can't do it. I don't trust myself. I can't even draw, man. How am I supposed to make a straight line up? I got you. There's one item out there that you can use that help you line yourself up, give yourself the perfect edge up, or where across the B you get the perfect line up, you get the perfect beard little line up, make sure your beard's connected so you ain't out here looking all scraggly. Bro, you can use the Cut Buddy. The Cut Buddy is basically a hairline stencil with a rubber band, plastic edges that you can use to help line yourself up and make sure that you get yourself a perfect straight line. And make sure, if you want to make sure you're going straight, you hold it right there and then you just cut yourself up just like so, to make sure that everything is nice and straight. And you want to make sure your lineup is perfect. You make sure you put it right there where you need it. I'm going to help you guys out by giving you guys a 10% off coupon that you can buy your own Cut Buddy, so that way you can have a perfect, fresh out the shop looking lineup, my dude. 10% off with the coupon code EVAN. In the link, use the link down below. Use that coupon code. You get 10% off. And you get yourself a very own Cut Buddy that you can use to line yourself up and give yourself the perfect lineup. Now me, I'm giving myself a fade. When I want to give myself a fade, the first part you want to do is the bald part, the skin fade part. You want to make sure you fade it out, so I start from the bottom and I work my way up instead of working my way up to the bottom. Because you know you want this part to be bald and this part to have hair, so I blend upwards. And then Once I'm done with that, I try to, I use that blend from that part. I adjust the next smallest clipper going up, and then that way I use the one blade, the number one blade, guard. I use the number one blade, guard close, and then I fade that part in, and then I just proceed to do the same thing to knock that out, blend it in, and then I work on my other side. I'm blending that out the way I need to use with my clippers, where the part that I want the skin part, I use maybe half guard, I blend that part in to make sure it blends in with the bottom of my beard, and then I do the same thing for the other side. I adjust it out just a little bit more to make sure it's not out here looking too crazy. Then I knock down the length of my beard because I grew it out just a little bit more, so I put it down with a 2 guard, I knock that in just so it's not hanging out of my. Once I've done that, I want to make sure that I give myself a lineup, because that's the next important part. I make sure I take care of my beard, my mustache first. I grew it out for that through the Michael B. Jordan, Eric Killmonger video. You guys seem to really like that. If you haven't seen it, go to this, go to the suggested videos, go to my channel and check it out. You'll find it. But I'm kind of getting sick and tired of the mustache. It's growing too long at the ends, and it's making my hairs rubbing in my mouth, and it's getting uncomfortable. So I'm lining that up with my T outliner blade, and once I knock that out, I want to make sure I have a nice lineup. So I want to make sure I'm using my T outliner blade to make sure I'm doing that, and I can't just do that on my own. I want to make sure it's precise. So what am I going to use? I'm using that cut buddy. So now you guys see me using that cut buddy to make sure that my lineup is super on point for both sides of my head. And now, like I said, you see me using it, you see how it's working for me? Guys, if you want to use it, like I said, 10% off. Link is in the description. Coupon code Evan, 10% off. Link is in the description. Use that coupon code, get your cut buddy today, so that way you don't have to worry about, you don't have to second guess your skills of giving yourself a lineup. This is really good assistance to help you out. The more you do it, the more comfortable you are. You'll get used to it, and you might get to a point where you may not need it. But until then, I highly suggest that you use it. It is helping me out. Sometimes holding your hand up with the clippers in your hand that long, it can get very tiring. You can use that cut buddy to make sure that you're just getting that little bit of assistance that you need to make sure that everything is lined up. And when it comes to your hair and your facial and when it comes to your hair and your appearance, that's not something you want to mess up. There's nothing wrong with taking an extra step to making sure you're being safe. Alright, and I'm finished. As you guys can see, I'm finished. I gave myself a nice little line up, made sure everything's nice and straight. I would have lined up the beard more precisely. You see, I did the under neck. I would have lined up the upper part of my beard more precisely, but using that T outline blade too much on your skin, especially when you have Afrocentric hair, could lead to razor bumps and just bad skincare. So I just try to give my skin a little bit more time to breathe and heal up. So I just, I lightly, even though you may not be able to tell, but on this side, you can see I kind of just faded it out. Did the same much on this side. So that's basically it, guys. You guys can see it, everything I did. And like I said, I probably would not have been able to do it without the help of the cut buddy. So don't forget to get your cut buddy today with the link in the description. Using my coupon code Evan, you get 10% off of that purchase. You can use it, get yourself the sharpest lineup that you've ever seen in your life. But yeah, guys, that's basically it. That's the finished product. As you guys can see, if you like it or not, don't forget to like the video. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions, if any information that I left out, any tips and things that you have any questions for, any other type of hair videos you want to see me do in the future, comment them down below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell. That way you're always updated whenever I upload a video to this channel. And guys, don't forget to follow me on all my other social media accounts. You got my Instagram, my Snapchat, my Facebook, and my Twitter. All those are at Evan Combest. Follow me on there. And that way you get to keep up with me on a daily basis. But until then, guys, I will see you guys in the next video.